Welcome to the latest edition of Who Had Lunch with the Russian. Yes, apparently people in Washington meet with foreign diplomats. I know, it's crazy. In other news, I met a goth at Hot Topic. All right, enough of that. So, as the media pursues this story like a cannibal chasing a fat kid, Attorney General Jeff Sessions recused himself from any investigations involving Russian meddling with the last election. On Thursday, Sessions had this to say.
Let me be clear. I never had meetings with Russian operatives or Russian intermediaries about the Trump campaign. And the idea that I was part of a, quote, continuing exchange of information during the campaign between Trump surrogates and intermediaries for the Russian government is totally false.
This after the Washington Post claims Sessions met with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak last year. During his congressional testimony in January, Sessions said he had no communications with the Russians regarding the presidential campaign. Some say he lied, but others question the timing of these revelations coming right after Trump's successful address to Congress. And what about those pictures of Sergei schmoozing with American politicians? Oh yeah, Democratic American politicians. He's like the Russian Forrest Gump. How about Chuck Schumer eating a donut with Vladimir Putin? As Nelson might put it, that never gets old. Dave, let me ask you, do you think this is a problem for Sessions, or is this being overblown?
Well, first off, following Nelson Muntz is a comedy nightmare. Well, I just want to say that I did punch a couple Russians on the way here. Remember a couple of weeks ago punching Nazis was cool?
Right.
So now I'm punching Russians.
Very good. Yes.
You got to punch Russians wherever you see them.
Exactly.
Even if you see someone, even if they order Russian dressing, you've got to assault them.
To do it.
Good show preparation.
Yeah, I would say this. Look, the Democrats seem to think that we are in 1985 and that we have to send Rocky Balboa to go fight Ivan Drago in Moscow on Christmas Day.
We don't?
We don't. Also, Rocky Balboa, not real. We have to tell them that, too. Yeah.
It's true. And let's not forget, Rocky lost. What a loser.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Fair as Rocky.
By the way,
Sylvester Stallone is a Trump fan.
I know, I was joking. By the way, why are we so surprised over this? For Russians, espionage is their yoga, Kimberly. This is what they do to be limber.
Yeah, completely. So they're into that. They're tantric in every way. They're very good at doing this type of thing. They've specialized in espionage and disinformation campaigns. And now they're making fools of the Democrats. It looks like the Democrats actually had more, consorting with him at all, like the free mooching at the parties and stuff, parties and drinks and food, than the Republicans. So I think Sessions was good to come right out in front and say, listen, what are you guys talking about? Nothing's improper here. He was being transparent. Came on this network, too, and talked about it. So much ado about nothing.
Cyrus, I have a theory that actually the Democrats were meeting with the Russians to undermine Trump, not the other way around.
That could be possible.
It probably isn't, but I like saying it.
It could be possible. But we're forgetting one thing. This is Sessions' fault.
Really?
Okay. You and I are in court.
Yeah.
And the attorney asked me, Mr. Tyrus, were you with her the day that she died? No.
Okay.
Good answer.
Yep.
No, I was not with her. And then come to find out, I had breakfast with her. But I wasn't with her when she died. He just said no.
Yes.
Democrats are going to keep throwing stuff on the wall, and Sessions tripped over it. If he would have answered it the right way, and they broke down the questions 5, 6. No, I wouldn't talk no Russians. Period. If I said that in court, and then they saw a picture of me and Ivan Koloff hanging out, they'd be like, "Got him. Negro's going to jail. Liar." So sorry, Sessions. Welcome, bruh. It's on you. It's on him. If he answers right, they got nothing. But because of this silly, dumb stuff, they have something.
So what I learned from your response is that if somebody I know who dies, I should say I was with him for breakfast.
Yeah.
But not that you had them for breakfast.
Yes. Not that.
Okay, well, there's two meetings, though. There was the one at the Heritage Foundation reception, which is really no big deal, and the one in September when the hacks already took place. If you ask me if I've, been talking to the Russians, I'd say no, and then you could bust me, because yesterday I was with my Russian hairstylist. My hairstylist is born in Russia, and we did collude to give me beautiful hair. It's true.
Get your money back.
It's also important. It's important to note that the recusing himself really didn't have anything to do with the Russia stuff so much as he was a surrogate for a campaign, and no, you shouldn't be able to investigate a campaign you were a surrogate for. Thankfully, he understood this. Somebody whose name rhymes with Loretta Lynch didn't seem to understand this. So it's good to see some consistency that he said that she should recuse herself, and then when he had his own conflict, he actually did it. Who knew? I very rarely see that of any politician. That was pretty nice.
By the way, let's not forget that the question was asked by SNL character Al Franken, who, he was reading something for the first time.
Yes, he
was reading it for the first time, fumbling over what he was saying, and laughing while he was reading at it. So that does kind of buy into your theory that they're kind of in on it.
Oh, it's all coming full circle. By the way, if Trump really wanted to collude with the Russians, he could have done a better job. You know, you don't go up and brag about it on a campaign. Hey, Russians, go after Hillary. You don't do that unless you're super brilliant.
Yes. He wouldn't telegraph that. He always says Obama used to do that.
All right.
What are we going to do, bad guys?